Welcome to the English Plaza podcast, where you learn real English and American culture through real-life conversations.
Hey everyone, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Hey Claire, how's your week going?
Pretty good. I went to that new sports bar downtown last night with some friends. It was packed because of the soccer game.
Oh right, the big match. I wanted to go, but I couldn't find a seat anywhere.
Yeah, it was crazy. People were cheering so loud I could barely hear myself order nachos.
That sounds like the perfect mix of chaos and fun.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? I ended up talking to two guys arguing about which team will win the next World Cup.
Classic bar talk. It's always soccer season somewhere, right?
Totally. But it made me think. Those conversations can get tricky if you're learning English, especially when everyone's talking fast and using team names or slang.
Yeah, for many English learners, sports talk can feel overwhelming. You want to join in, but it moves so fast, it's easy to freeze or say nothing.
Exactly. So today, we'll help you learn how to join a friendly conversation in a place like a sports bar, talking about your favorite teams or players without stressing out.
It's useful anywhere, really, whether you're meeting classmates, chatting after work, or watching a game with friends. These moments are great for making small talk that feels natural.
Right. And by the end of this episode, you'll see how to express opinions and keep the energy going in a fun group chat.
All right, let's jump in. Today's dialogue happens at a sports bar where two friends are watching a big soccer match.
Let's listen and see how their conversation flows.
I still can't believe the 2026 World Cup is coming back to North America. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, I heard some of the games will even be in our city. I'm already saving up for tickets.
Same here. So who are you rooting for this time?
Honestly, I'm backing Argentina again. Messi might not play, but their squad is still super strong.
Good choice, but I'm leaning toward the U.S. team. They've been improving a lot lately.
True, their young players are hungry. But do you really think they can go past the quarterfinals?
If they keep their defense tight, they might surprise everyone. Plus, having home support could make a difference.
Fair point. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, it's going to be epic.
Yeah, I can't wait for the opening match. It's going to be a crazy summer.
That chat felt so real. Just two friends in a sports bar getting hyped about the World Cup like millions of other fans.
You can almost hear the excitement in their voices. And that mix of friendly teasing and shared love for the game makes the mood feel really natural.
Let's start with Ethan's line. I still can't believe the 2026 World Cup is coming back to North America. It's going to be insane.
That's such a fan reaction. He sounds super pumped about it.
Totally. But that last word, insane, might surprise some learners. Claire, what do you think it means here?
Maybe he means it's going to be crazy in a bad way, like too loud or out of control.
Good guess, but in this context, insane is slang that means something is really exciting or impressive. It's a positive thing. For example, you could say, that concert was insane, meaning it was amazing and full of energy. Or, the view from the top of the mountain was insane, which just means it looked incredible.
So when Ethan says it's going to be insane, he's just saying the World Cup is going to be amazing and unforgettable.
Exactly. And that energy really sets the tone for the rest of their chat about the tournament.
Liam says, yeah, I heard some of the games will even be in our city. I'm already saving up for tickets.
That's such a realistic thing to say. Big games bring a lot of excitement, and people want to be ready for them.
Totally. And he uses the phrase saving up. Alex, what does that mean?
It means putting money aside, little by little, so you can buy something later, like those World Cup tickets.
Right. You could say, I'm saving up for a new phone, which means you're collecting money over time to buy it.
Or, we're saving up for a trip to California, which means the same idea, just preparing your budget slowly for something fun.
In the U.S., big sports events can be expensive and sell out quickly, so fans really do plan ahead and save money early. It's kind of part of the excitement.
Ethan says, same here. So, who are you rooting for this time? Now, that phrase, rooting for, is really common in American sports talk. Claire, what do you think it means when someone says they're rooting for a team?
Maybe it means they're arguing with the referee or booing the other team?
Close, but not quite. Rooting for actually means supporting a team or person. So, if I say I'm rooting for the Lakers, that means I want the Lakers to win. You could also say, my family's rooting for my cousin in the marathon, and it means we're cheering for him and hoping he does well.
That makes sense. In a sports bar like this, asking, who are you rooting for, is just a friendly way to start a conversation.
Exactly. In American culture, it's pretty normal to ask that during a game. It's all about sharing the excitement of the moment.
Liam says, "Honestly, I'm backing Argentina again. Messi might not play, but their squad is still super strong." So here he's talking about the team, their squad.
Right. Squad means the group of players who are all part of the same team, right?
Exactly. In sports, squad means a team or group of players who play for the same side. You usually hear it in sports news or talk shows like, "The coach announced the squad for the World Cup." That means the coach shared the list of players who will represent the country. You can also say, "Their squad has a lot of young talent," which means the team includes many promising younger players.
Makes sense. So in the bar, saying their squad is strong just means Argentina has really good players this year. Ethan says, "Good choice, but I'm leaning toward the US team. They've been improving a lot lately." That phrase, leaning toward, might sound interesting. Claire, what do you think it means here?
Maybe it means he's physically leaning or turning his body toward the TV screen?
Nice guess, but in this case, it doesn't mean a physical action. Leaning toward means having a preference or feeling a bit more interested in one option than another. For example, I might say, "I'm leaning toward ordering tacos instead of a burger," meaning I prefer tacos a little more right now. Or, "She's leaning toward studying abroad next year," which means she's more likely to choose that option, even if she hasn't decided for sure yet.
So Ethan's saying he slightly prefers the US team, but he's still thinking about it. Liam says, "True, their young players are hungry, but do you really think they can go past the quarterfinals?" So let's look at that word, quarterfinals.
That's the stage before the semifinals in a tournament, right?
Exactly. You often hear it in sports, especially in big competitions where teams play knockout rounds. The quarterfinals come after the round of 16 and before the semifinals. We can say, "Our team reached the quarterfinals last year," which means they made it pretty far, but didn't go all the way to the semifinals. You might also hear quarterfinal match, meaning the actual game played in that round.
So when Liam says that, he's doubtful their young players can advance beyond that stage. Ethan says, if they keep their defense tight, they might surprise everyone. Plus, having home support could make a difference. He's basically talking about what could help the team win, even if people don't expect them to.
Right. When he says keep their defense tight, it means playing carefully so the other team doesn't score, like staying really organized and not leaving gaps.
Exactly. Tight defense is pretty common in sports talk. It's like saying their defense is strong and close together, not giving the opponent any easy chances.
And having home support means their fans are cheering for them in their own stadium. That energy can really push players to do better.
Yeah, so Ethan's hinting they could perform above expectations with good defending and excited fans on their side.
Liam says, "Fair point. I guess we'll just have to wait and see." Either way, it's going to be epic. So here he's basically saying he's not sure what will happen next, but he's excited about it. Alex, what do you think the phrase "wait and see" means?
Maybe it means he plans to watch the game carefully?
Nice try, but not quite. Wait and see is an idiom that means to be patient and find out later. You don't know the result yet, so you just wait until it happens. For example, "We don't know if it'll rain, we'll have to wait and see," means we'll know only when the time comes. Or, "I think she'll get the job, but let's wait and see." It means don't guess too early, just stay patient and find out later.
Makes sense. Liam's saying they won't know if the game will be amazing until it actually happens. Ethan says, "Yeah, I can't wait for the opening match. It's going to be a crazy summer." So here he's showing a lot of excitement about the start of the season.
When he says, "I can't wait," it doesn't mean he literally can't be patient. It just means he's really enthusiastic or looking forward to something.
Exactly. You can use it for lots of situations like, "I can't wait for the weekend," or "I can't wait to see that new movie." It just means you're eager.
And "it's going to be a crazy summer" means it'll be really busy or full of exciting events. Crazy here doesn't mean insane. It means fun or wild in a good way.
So overall, Ethan's line shows he feels pumped and ready for a fun, full summer of sports.
So that chat at the sports bar gave us a bunch of cool ways to talk about soccer excitement and summer plans.
Listen to the full conversation again and try shadowing Ethan and Liam. It's a great way to practice natural rhythm and pronunciation.
I still can't believe the 2026 World Cup is coming back to North America. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, I heard some of the games will even be in our city. I'm already saving up for tickets.
Same here. So who are you rooting for this time?
Honestly, I'm backing Argentina again. Messi might not play, but their squad is still super strong.
Good choice, but I'm leaning toward the U.S. team. They've been improving a lot lately.
True, their young players are hungry. But do you really think they can go past the quarterfinals?
If they keep their defense tight, they might surprise everyone. Plus, having home support could make a difference.
Fair point. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, it's going to be epic.
Yeah, I can't wait for the opening match. It's going to be a crazy summer.
All right, friends, this is our recap session where we look back at the coolest parts of today's World Cup chat.
Yeah, Ethan and Liam were totally excited about the 2026 World Cup coming to North America. I loved how Ethan said it's going to be insane. It's slang for something really exciting or amazing.
Right. When someone says an event is insane, they don't mean crazy in a bad way. They mean it's going to be huge, full of energy, like the kind of thing you'd talk about for weeks.
Exactly. And then there's saving up. Liam mentioned he's saving up for tickets. That phrasal verb means putting money aside slowly for something special.
It's super practical in real life, too. You might save up for a trip, a new phone, or even just a nice dinner out.
And I liked when Ethan asked, "Who are you rooting for?" That's another great phrasal verb. To root for someone means to support them, like cheering for your team or a friend.
Yeah, I use that all the time. You can root for your national team, but also for a friend trying to get a new job. It's an easy way to show support.
They also use the phrase wait and see, which means don't rush, be patient and find out later. That's something we can all use in daily life.
Totally. Sometimes you just have to wait and see how things go, like whether your team actually makes it past those tough quarterfinals.
So we had slang like insane, helpful phrases like saving up and rooting for, and a good idiom, wait and see. Great tools for everyday English.
All right, now that we've got those fresh in our minds, let's see what you remember. Ready for the quiz?
Let's go. Time to test your listening with the English Plaza podcast quiz.
Question 1. If your favorite band announces a huge concert and your friend says, "It's going to be amazing," what slang word can you use to show it'll be incredibly exciting?
That would be insane. It means super exciting or impressive. Like, the light show at the concert was insane. People use it when something blows them away. Question 2. You want to buy expensive World Cup tickets next year, so you start putting money aside each month. What are you doing?
That's saving up. It means gradually collecting money for something. For example, I'm saving up for a new laptop. We often use it when planning ahead for big purchases. Question 3. If you cheer loudly for your country's team during the World Cup, what are you doing?
You're rooting for them. It means you're supporting a team or a player. Example, I'm rooting for Japan this year. You'll hear this at almost every sports event. Question 4. In soccer, a coach often picks the best group of players for the tournament. What do we call that group?
That's the squad. It means the team that plays together in a match or season. For instance, their squad has some talented young players. Question 5. If someone can't decide between two teams and starts feeling a slight preference for one, what expression describes that feeling?
That's leaning toward. It means you prefer one choice more than another. Like, I'm leaning toward the red car because it's cheaper. Question 6. In a tournament, what do we call the round that happens just before the semifinals?
That's the quarterfinals. It's the stage when only 8 teams are left. Example, they reached the quarterfinals but lost on penalties. Question 7. When you're not sure what will happen in the future and you choose to stay patient instead of guessing, what idiom can you say?
You can say, wait and see. It means stop guessing and find out later. Like, we don't know who'll win. Let's just wait and see.
Nice work, Claire. And to everyone listening, keep practicing. Your English is leveling up step by step. You know, Claire, listening to that dialogue today made me think about your sports bar story from the beginning.
Yeah, except this time I could actually join the conversation instead of just shouting my nacho order.
Right? Now, if those two guys from your bar were talking about the 2026 World Cup, you'd be ready to jump in with the right phrases.
Totally. Okay, Alex, before we wrap up, what's your one takeaway from today's episode?
I'd say my big takeaway is that small talk about sports doesn't have to be stressful. If you use simple phrases like, I'm rooting for, or let's wait and see, you can sound natural and join the fun.
Exactly. And practice helps a lot. So, listeners, if you liked this episode, subscribe to the English Plaza podcast and leave us a quick review.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and tell us which vocabulary word you found most useful and how you'll use it. Maybe write your own example sentence.
All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope your week is as exciting as a final match that goes into overtime.
Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you at the next conversation. This is Alex, signing off.
And this is Claire. See you next time on the English Plaza podcast.